Kwani Tule Tuviherehere tulikuwa huku 2 weeks ago. Esther Musila. Mbona hamtaki kuupdate watu on the latest? Kwa nini siwasikii na hiyo nguvu mlikuwa nayo 2 weeks ago? Mbona hamtaki kuambia watu? Kwani hamjasikia maneno ya 20 acres?
And in this story, one woman chose to build, not just emotionally, not just spiritually. She built something physical, something bold, something that silenced critics without saying a word. 20 acres of land. But the question is, was it just an investment or a message? Because behind the smiles, behind the photos, behind the success, there is a storm fueled by trolls, by judgment, by a love story many refuse to accept. This is the story of Esther Musila, Guardian Angel, and the battle between love and public opinion. The love story didn't just trend, it exploded. When Esther Musila married gospel artist Guardian Angel, many didn't see love. They saw controversy. A significant age difference became the center of debate, turning the marriage into a public courtroom.
Bibi ya Guardian Angel ni mzee. Bibi ya Guardian Angel ni mkubwa kwake, sijui nini. Na nataka kukuambia. Bibi ya Guardian Angel anaitwa Mweni. Kama anaitwa nani?
Anaitwa Esther. Ati Mweni.
Musiria. Anaitwa Musiria.
Sijui ni Esther nani?
Guardian Angel anaitwa Erastus Musiria.
Anaitwa Esther badi nyingine sijui ni
nani. Musiria. Huyo mama, mimi naangalia kamera nikisema bibi ya Guardian Angel unafanya kazi poa, mali umefikisha huyo mjamaa. Hawa masilei kweli wangemnyonya angekuwa ameita. Unanipata? Unajua kuna ma celebrity na wife wenye ni wazuri hapa Kenya, wacha nikwambie.
Mimi uwanga natetea mtu mwenye ameolewa ama akaoa mtu mzee ama mkubwa kumliko kwa sababu ya njaa. Lakini mtu mwenye hana njaa, ako stable financially, ako na pesa yake, alafu achuzi kuoa mtu wa 70, 80, mbaba ama mwanamke wa 50, 60. Hiyo vitu uwanga inihusu kwa sababu one thing, huyu ni mtu make decision with sober mind. Aendi pale kwa sababu hajalipa rent, kwa sababu hajakula, amedecide. Na kwa hii story ya Esther, nimeona watu wakisema mwaka aki kwa nini, sijui nini, justice for what? Yeye mwaka alimake decision, na hiyo wakati alikuwa naimba, ako na pesa yake, pengine wasichana alikuwa na.
People questioned everything, their intentions, their future, even their happiness. But love doesn't ask for permission, and they chose each other anyway. Like two trees growing side by side in a storm, they stood firm.
My wife is everything. Nampenda kila kitu. Kwanza shepu nini, kila kitu ni tamtamu. Waka tamu tupu man. Sisi tunapendana. Hata hizo issues mimi sijui ni gani. Sisi tunapendana ile.
Unajua juzi nakumbuka nilimueleza nikamwambia, yani nashukuru sana wasichana wenye alikuwa labda magirlfriend wake wa zamani, wale walimuacha wakifikiri anateseka sana, kwa sababu walinipatia mume mzuri sana. When we met, he saved me as my wife
instantly from day one.
Yeah, from day one. That's how he saved me on his phone.
My wife.
Yes.
History uliamua from day one.
Nilikuwa nimeamua.
But the internet is not kind. Every post Esther made, whether at the gym or just living her life, became a battlefield. Comments turned into weapons. Words turned into guns. She asked a simple question: why am I being attacked for just living my life? And yet, the attacks didn't stop. In fact, they grew louder. Her age, her marriage, her choices. Everything became content for strangers. It was no longer criticism. It was relentless pressure. Then came the turning point. Esther didn't retreat. She didn't disappear. She spoke loudly, boldly, fearlessly. She made it clear she will not be bullied into silence. She would protect her space, and she would call out cyberbullying for what it is. She even warned that cyberbullying is serious and can destroy lives. And her husband, guardian angel, he stepped in too, issuing a stern warning to trolls, making it clear enough is enough. At that moment, that was no longer just a love story. It became a fight for dignity. Imagine living in a house where every window is open and strangers are constantly shouting inside. That is what their life became. Trending, discussed, judged over and over again. Esther even noted how people invest energy into her life instead of their own. And here's the truth most people ignore. Not everyone survives that level of pressure. Some break, some disappear, but Esther, she adapted. Like a diamond under pressure, she became harder, stronger, unshaken. Then came the moment that changed everything. Not a speech, not a rant, not a clapback, but an action. Esther Musila and Guardian Angel acquired a 20-acre ranch in Ukambani, and suddenly the narrative shifted because this wasn't just land, this was stability, vision, legacy. While trolls were typing, they were building.
Desert. Why are you buying land in a desert? Hii shamba hata nikipewa bure siwezi chukua. Hii shamba ya 50 bob. Welcome to the desert, man. Kwani chai kosa pesa.
Think about it like this. The internet gave them noise. They responded with ownership. The internet gave them criticism. They responded it with growth. The internet tried to shrink them, but they expanded it literally 20 acres. That is not just land. That is a statement, a quiet one, but powerful. So, when people say Esther Musila is angry, maybe they are missing the point. It's not just anger, it's exhaustion.
Kwani Tule Tuviherehere tulikuwa huku 2 weeks ago. Esther Musila. Mbona hamtaki kuupdate watu on the latest? Kwa nini siwasikii na hiyo nguvu mlikuwa nayo 2 weeks ago? Mbona hamtaki kuambia watu? Kwani hamjasikia maneno ya 20 acres? Hamjasikia? Kwa nini tu mfocus na zile vitu mnataka? Na mimi nimewaekea hapo na mtaki kuongelelea. Kwa nini? Kwa nini? Nauliza kwa nini? Na sasa hivi mngekuwa mshaita polisi. Tukuje tushikwe kwa sababu tuliakwaya na pesa gani hizo tuliakwaya nazo by the way? Nataka kujua. Wambea?
It is the frustration of being misunderstood. It is the weight of being judged for simply choosing love. And maybe, just maybe, it's the realization that no matter what you do, some people will never clap for you. In the end, this story is not just about Esther Musila. It's something bigger. How society reacts to unconventional love, how the internet amplifies judgment, and how resilience can turn pain into power. Because while trolls were busy talking, she was busy building. And maybe the biggest lesson here is this: don't argue with noise, outgrow it. Do you think the 20 acres was a flex or a silent response to trolls? Comment below, like, share and subscribe to Cash Media Kenya for more deep stories like this.